Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Future content. And as we thought that the update was delayed, it was delayed for a good reason. These patch notes are amazing. I probably one of the most lovable patch of all this. I don't know. It's crazy. It has been a really good patch for this thing. So basically, we were of course having Arachnite and everything. So we are actually getting the Infinity Warps update total in the mid month. So let's see what we have. So we have the Spiderman uniform, of course, first of all, and we have some improvements to the critical rate, dodge rate, excluding bonuses. Ignore enemies damage decrease also by 50%. That is insane. That's really good. Then we have the ultimate skill, tier 3 skill also changed. So hopefully he will do more damage with that. Maybe animation changes. We'll see about that. Passive, now we got an awesome 50% when you go down, of course this one, and then ignore targeting. Invisibility also gets turned on. I don't think invisibility was before that, but you guys can correct me if I was wrong. Tier 2 passive is also having 60%. Wow, so they capped the black Spiderman suits uniform bonus sort of passive that we had, which is insane. So we have stun web on the second skill. Third skill has silence and 50% of all attack bonus increase. Web on the fourth skill, recovery 30% more HP, which is nice. 70% chance to penetrate everything, and damage dealt accumulation, and remove all debuffs as well, which is really nice. Then we have stun, web, invincibility, and a really nice frenzy buff, plus the 100% proc on the fifth skill. So they did kind of mix and match the red and integrated suits from the No Way Home uniform as well as the black suit. They kind of combined it and made a proper uniform, which is nice. We don't have to buy two uniforms. Looking forward to how Spider-Man is gonna be awesome. So, dude, Arachnite looks insane. Wow, he looks amazing. Honestly, the look looks amazing. So, chain damage, we have super armor. So that's okay. Leadership to Infinity Warps. So we have 3 allies. So if you have 3 Infinity Warps allies in your in your team up, you will get 65% all attack, 55 when you have 2, and base he will always give you 45% all attack to the Infinity Warps allies, I guess. So okay, it works. 40% increase of HP, ignore target dodge rate by 25%, guaranteed dodge rate, critical rate, and then some bonus. So he's gonna be a nice PvP character. Hopefully he might be nice in timeline, who knows, but it's tier 4 dominant game mode, so we'll see about that. Alliance Conquest, he might be amazing. He has always been a really hard to kill character if built right. Then we have first skill with extra damage, of course, stun, web, paralyze, and barrier on the second skill. Third skill has bleed, silence, paralyze, HP recovery, and the frenzy buff, so a lot of buff on the third skill. Fourth skill has immunity and 90% proc on this skill, and the fifth skill has bleed, web, paralyze, all defense down, some penetration. 20% is too low, but it just still worked. 7 seconds of invincibility on a 17-second cooldown skill is really nice, and a 40% all attack buff. So he is getting a really nice, I think, much needed rework. They basically, all of these Infinity War characters have not gotten anything since they got into the game, and they were really good when they got. Charles, okay, we have a new character in the game. So speed supervillain meta, we'll see about that. So of course, uniform effect, we have wait a second, options. I was just checking out if he's available. Anyways, effect, we have chained damage, we have ignore target dodge rate by 15, and this and that, blah blah blah. We have 35% of all attack increase, immunity to paralyze, and immunity to stun. This could be really helpful in Alliance Conquest, really good actually. Web, okay, actually before that, tier 2 passive, we have Spider Sense abilities. Okay, it applies to Spider-Man as well. So you can get 40% extra damage to supervillain types, 35% extra damage to superhero types, and then skill damage, bonus damage. Really good passive. Specifically now that a lot of these characters, like Miles is in the game, right? Web, remove all debuffs. We have stun, silence, barrier, accumulation, as well as ignore targeting on the third skill. This skill could be the strongest skill in his arsenal if he uses that in AI. Web, all defense down, HP recovery. We have the immunity and 60% proc. So they have doing a lot of procs on these skills. Web, fracture, burn, invincibility, and a really nice frenzy buff. So all in all, a really nice skill combo and skill set they have given him. They have given him the PvP and the PvE sets as well. And I think with this 40%, I think he is going to be the speed villain meta. Let's see who he replaces, because, well, it has been crazy. Like, that day is probably the lowest scoring days these days. Anyways, Scarlet Spider tier 3. Okay, so he he was the most busted level 60, level 70 character for Shadowlands back in the days. He was insane. He could do, like, I think still even at level 70, I think he can do like stage 120, 130. I think he can, probably higher, depend. But he's getting a tier 3 now. Okay, he's super strong. He can probably do super high, stages. Web, and then this invincibility and the buff. And man, I think, man, this skill either is cancelable. All the three Spidey comes up, man, this is gonna be awesome. He is gonna get a big upgrade from this thing, and this is gonna be awesome. Spiderman tier 4. Let's see. Hero's responsibility. We have striker skill is use enemies, remove active buff from target, including all debuffs. It's a very strong passive. Web ignores immunity. Okay. So Web is not gonna be that useful, honestly, but it could remove all debuffs. So so basically he will also web other characters as well with this tier 4 skill. And also striker skill is used, increase 80% all attack. That's a big boost to him. So let's see how much damage he does, how much damage he can do, and plus how much harder it's gonna be to kill Spider-Man with the new tier 4. He was already like crazy meta, when he came out. Arachnite, Iron Hammer, Ghost Panther. Oh my goodness, support! Weapon X and Potential Awakening, Transcendence. I love this update. And the good thing is that you don't even have to get a uniform for these characters, because they're already in the game, apart from Arachnite, I guess. Iron Hammer always was great. Ghost Panther was a much needed support value. Now he can be used in GBR and World Boss Legend. It's gonna be a huge help. Specifically, if user with Jean Grey is gonna get an amazing damage boost in certain game modes. So I'm looking forward to do that. Web Tsunami. Oh my goodness! Look at the name of that. Okay, we get some nice things. You can. Right. We have Thunderbreak. Look, okay, that's nice. We have King's Flame. Man, they come up with such catchy names. Chaos Slicer. Oh boy. Weapon X was like literally one of my favorite characters back in the days, and now she is even insane. Look at the tier 3 skill. Transcends. Let's just take a look at the Ghost Panther and the Weapon X, okay? So we have the Ghost Panther coming up right here and the Weapon X. Okay. We have this starting up, so that looks nice. This looks nice. It's gonna do a lot of damage. And looks like it could be cancelable. It might not be cancelable. I feel like it's gonna be cancelable instantly, but we will see about that. All the 4 characters come up. I think after Warriors of Sky, it is the only Transcell skill which includes all the 4 characters. New artifact for Scarlet Spider. We have 50% chance to remove all debuffs received. Okay, nice. And all attack increase. For Arachnite dodge, much needed alliance conquest value, ignore non-boss enemies damage decrease also by 10%, so more damage. You have some extra lightning damage on this guy, plus some extra super villain type damage. It's gonna help him out in Shadowlands for those super villain stages a lot. Ghost Panther, fire damage extra, more, 15% more, so he already has 45% damage increase to villain types, 50% fire damage and 30% fire damage from the leadership. On top of that, he's getting 30% extra fire damage and 15% extra damage to villains. That's huge buffs. And then we have Weapon X, some extra mind damage, and then super villain type damage. I am in love with all these artifacts. They are super useful, and the good thing is that they are not just PvP just because they are for Alliance Conquest, and they have made Arachnite the Alliance Conquest main ones, which is really nice. And for these characters, they know their main usefulness was in Shadowlands, so I hope they can do a lot more damage. And I'm looking forward to test these out. Plus other changes and improvements. So Infinity Warp's ability has been entered the game, so that was not in the game before, now it is. Arachnite's ability Weapon Master has been changed to Infinity Warps. Okay. okay. I'm not sure if that's gonna be with the new uniform or the base look as well, so we'll see about that. Iron Hammer's magic also is now Infinity Warps. It doesn't really matter, but that's alright. Infinity Warps ability has been added to Ghost Panther. Okay, it's not Flame anymore, I guess, or maybe just it is, but it's also Infinity Warps. And we have Weapon X agility also has been changed to Infinity Warps, which is it will work because she was never really amazing in World Boss Legend, because it doesn't, the all defense down doesn't really work out. So that will work out and we look forward to it. So honestly, I am happy with the patch notes. Nothing super crazy. It's not like you have to like must have these uniforms, you have to must get this character to perform. Spider-Man tier 4 looks to be the only threat for probably Gene Killer, who knows, and kills that. Apart from Spider-Man, I think Arachnite might be the speed, not Arachnite actually, Chasm might be the speed villain that you might actually need. So that's the only two uniforms I would say are sort of like must-haves among these three uniforms. Arachnite, yes, Alliance Conquest value, crazy value. Looking forward to this update. Spider-Man tier 4 is finally here. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about this update, and I'm super happy about that. And of course, looking forward to test it out as soon as possible, as soon as the update lands as well. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Spidey's coming. See ya.